right, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. I have been checking my inbox, checking my phone about that, but I do want to talk about Prince Harry and Meghan. Can we talk about Prince Harry and Meghan? So, for these past couple of days, I had the pleasure of watching their documentary, and I was sitting down watching the documentary, and I was getting my life watching the documentary, and I saw how much pressure, Meghan went through when she was dating Prince Harry and got out. And I saw the switch, and I didn't know, like in the UK, like it's such a big thing with the tabloids and the big thing with the with all of the tabloids and newspapers. I didn't know it was like a big thing in in the UK. So I'm hearing this and I'm watching this, and I'm really just getting my life seeing it and how they kept going back to Princess Diana. Like, it's the only person that really understands this was my mother when she went through this with the media. And I immediately just broke down in tears. I'm just seeing all of this and I didn't know when Meghan, when she was on Suits and she was in Canada, when she was, acting and all of that, that they had to change their security because the paparazzi and all of the people, the cameras, they were coming to watch them and they were coming to see what they were doing. So it was really such a shock to see that, to see them on their show, seeing this in the show, like she went through all of that. And I immediately just got in tears. I'm like, oh my gosh, she really is going through a lot. And I'm just breaking down in tears, just wow, this is really something, seeing all of this stuff that she's going through. And I'm just in tears crying. And I'm seeing all of this stuff with the paparazzi when they were coming after, Princess Diana, and how, that's how she died. They was trying to get away from the paparazzi and all of that. And seeing how Prince Harry changed the way how he act, because at one point Prince Harry was, racist. He had what do they call it? A bias, a non-biased racist, something like that. Racist bias, unknown racist bias, stuff like that. But he had like a problem when it came to race, right? He had on a Nazi outfit and he got dragged about that. And it was like a lot of things that he was going through. And now when he started to date, Meghan, he literally had to realize that this is about race. And a lot of times people were looking at, Meghan, and they was like, oh my gosh, once they found out that she was mixed race, they started to drag the mama. Now, I didn't know they dragged the mama, but yes, they were dragging the mama, saying that she was from Compton. They were taking pictures of the mom. And I didn't know she went through all of that. And I'm just seeing all of this stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on with, with the paparazzi and with Meghan and their mom? I didn't know they was going through unconscious bias. Thank you. I didn't know that they were doing all this. And I'm like, wow, this is something. So I was like learning a lot of stuff because, mind you, I'm not in the UK. I don't understand the UK media. I'm not listening to what the UK have to do. I'm not involved with the media people. But once I've learned that, the institution with the queens and, the Queen Elizabeth and all of that, the entire, institution, that the media folks, where is all the media folks, that they are definitely there to take pictures and stuff like that. And so they have a saying that if we pay, you pose, meaning that if you take in public dollars, we get to take pictures of you. You don't have that type of say, okay, let's have privacy when you are, a part of the royal family. And I didn't know the royal family, their approval ratings is like 80% of approval rating. I didn't know that. And so because I was wondering, I'm like, why do they always be around and cameras be around? Because that's part of the unspoken deal that they have with the media, that they get to take all their pictures. So, Meghan gets involved and Meghan get engaged. And once she get engaged, it talk about in this documentary that her sister started talking to the media, saying that she used to raise Meghan, that Meghan always wanted to be like Princess Diana, that Meghan is this. And we found out from Meghan that, she, was not, didn't never see her sister, right? Because her father had older children and she was like the younger one. So I'm just hearing all this stuff in this documentary. So when he proposed to her and they was trying out who's going to come to the wedding, she had a niece that she was cool with, but the niece mom, she was not, cool with the mom. So they wasn't going to invite her to the wedding. So they was like, oh, how can we explain? We're gonna invite the daughter, but not the mom. So Megan had to call her niece and say, I can't invite you to the wedding because of this. And it was like a terrible thing. And then her father, I was just learning stuff in this documentary. Her father was like, start trashing the royal family, start trashing Megan, and he started to get money from the media folks and the stage pictures. Like he would stage pictures and all of that. He would write books and stage pictures. He would get hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so Megan was trying to call him like, hey, Dad, are you taking money from these people? Is it true? He was like, no. Then they have to keep calling him. He wasn't answering. Then he said he wasn't going to come, to the wedding. It was like a big, big thing. And then now, George was King George. Now he's going to be in charge of, walking her down the aisle. So it was like a lot of stuff I'm learning in this documentary. And I'm like, wow, the father is just really going through. And so she really wanted to talk to her father, and she really wanted to, get her father to stop, dissing and trashing the royal family. So they said, why don't you write your father a letter? So she wrote her father a letter, and the letter somehow ended up on the Daily Mail. The letter ended up on the Daily Mail. And what they did was they blotted out some part of the letter. So you hear all of this stuff on this stuff and just hearing it when they come about. Hello? Who's this? Who's this? Okay. I no, I'm good. Thank you. All right, bye. Okay. So yeah, her father was going through all of this stuff, and I'm like, wow, and I didn't know that. And then so the Daily Mail, like they post, they post a letter, and she was mad that so the dad was like trashing the family, just trashing her, just trashing. And I'm hearing all of this stuff, and I immediately just start breaking down in tears, like breaking down in tears, just crying and weeping that she yet have to go through all of this when it came to her father. And I'm just in tears. And so, hearing this and seeing all of this with Megan, what she had to go through, then she's married. She's married to Prince Harry. She's doing good. She started to get popular. She started to get on the front page. Everybody started to loving her. People that was black in Britain started really showing her love. Like she started getting all of this love, and she started to upstage, Prince William. She started to upstage Prince William and Kate. So next thing I know in the documentary, they go and they started to trash. I don't know if Prince Williams did it, but they started to make these nasty articles about Megan. They started to make all these nasty articles, and it was getting ridiculous. Then all on Twitter, they were dissing her on Twitter, and it was a lot of stuff that Megan had to go through, and the undertone of it was race. The undertone of it was race. And so it was getting a lot, and it was getting under Prince Harry. And I didn't know this, that Megan wanted to commit suicide. Like Megan, it was getting too much for her. Like emotionally, she was going through. She wanted to commit suicide. She was going through a lot. It was a lot of pressure, and I cried. I'm like, oh my gosh, because you have to understand, before she joined the royal family, she had a regular life. She was living in Canada. She was a celebrity. She was able to have privacy. But once she started to marry into the royal family, she had to deal with all of the chaos of the media folks and the harassment. And it was a lot, and they wasn't letting up on Megan. So then they get into the documentary, and then Prince Harry was like, listen, I'm about to, we want to like pull back of our duties, not 100% quit, but just pull it back. And so they started to blast him on social media, like he blindsided the queen. They was really going through, and I'm just getting my life watching this documentary. And at first I thought I wasn't going to like it, but I like it. And so, they announced they're going to pull it back. And then eventually he was like, let's move to South Africa, let's move to Canada. And then all that leaked out, and then they didn't do it. And so then it just really, really led to like Prince Harry was like, listen, I want to leave. I just want to relinquish my duties as in the royal family. I want to leave the royal family. And a lot of people thought that it was Meghan that left that wanted to leave the royal family, but it was never Meghan. It was actually Prince Harry made the decision that he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave the royal family. So once they made that announcement that he wanted to leave, oh wow, I'm getting emotional. Once he wanted to leave the royal family, Meghan decided to, they started to really drag Meghan. They started to drag this woman, just dragging her for filth. It was a lot, they really, really was dragging her. And then also she wanted to sue the Daily Mail because of them publishing that private letter between her and her father. So I'm seeing all this stuff, and I'm just really, really getting emotional seeing this stuff. And I'm just getting emotional, and it was a lot for me to take in because I'm like, oh my gosh, this woman is really going through all of this. And I was really thinking about the queen, and then it reminded me that she's no longer with us, and I cried about the queen. I wept about the queen, and wept about her, and wept about the warrior family, and I was just weeping. And so I'm hearing all this stuff and about Meghan and all of this, and so they want to leave. So Tyler Perry got involved because he reached out to them and just was showing love to Meghan, right, and to Prince Harry. So Meghan called, Tyler Perry, and she was just crying. She was in a lot of stress. And he was like, well, you can come and move into my place. You can stay. She was like, oh, we're going to move out and about it. He said, no, you can stay here for a while and everything like that. So for a good 4 or 5 weeks, no one knew that it was at Tyler Perry Mansion. No one knew, because the reason why they had to go to Tyler Perry Mansion, because when they was in Canada, the family sent words that y'all will have to get, we're going to remove the security. And so while moving the security, and also that's when the pandemic came out, it was going to leave them exposed with their children. And now everybody know their location. So what they did was, she got on the phone with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry said, you can live with us. You can live with me. He sent his private jet. It was so nice of Tyler Perry. That was really nice. And I kind of cried about that because I'm like, oh my God, Tyler Perry, opened his door for, Prince Harry and his wife. And so, opening up the door for Prince Harry and his wife. And I just really just got emotional. And I said, wow, this is really, really something. So opened it up for them. And then it just leaked out that they were staying at Tyler Perry house. They started getting drones sent to their house, helicopters, people showing up. They had to get a gate. They had to get extra cameras. They had to get extra security. It was really a mess. And I just was crying. I'm like, why won't y'all just leave them alone? He's no longer in the royal family. But yet, I didn't know that the ecosystem that is such a powerful business with the media folks. It's a powerful business with the media that with the paparazzi, they really, you know what I'm saying? They have a lot of influence over the citizens in the United Kingdom. So, they have a lot of sway. And so I'm saying this and I'm just really crying. I'm just really getting emotional. And I'm saying all of this stuff. And, I'm just like, wow, like what is really, going on? So eventually, then his grandfather, that made me cry. Once his granddaddy died, once he died, and I cried. And I was crying for Prince Harry and how he had to fly from California to get back home to the UK to be there. And so, they just really bring it up. And so I just see all of this stuff and I'm just really just getting emotional. And, as any family, every family have its issues and the problems, but it's kind of hard when you're trying to grieve and yet you have, the national, the international press, watching your every move. So I'm just really crying and I'm just getting emotional and seeing all of this stuff. And I said, wow, this is something. Give me 1 second, you guys. This is something that you don't see every day. And excuse me. And so seeing all this, it was just a lot. And just seeing all the stuff that he went through. And then when she had miscarriage, I didn't know that Megan miscarriage because again, I don't really check for the royal family like that. I'm real busy. So once I got the news that she had miscarriage, her baby, and she lost her baby. I just couldn't take it. I said, wow. And I was just weeping because she lost her baby. And, Prince Harry, he said something. He said, it's because I can't prove it, but it was because of all the stress, not sleeping with the media. And so it just see all of this, and I'm just wow seeing this, and I'm really just that she had miscarriage and all of the stress. So I'm just crying. I'm just really just weeping, and I literally wrote a letter and I sent it to Prince Harry. I'm not going to read the letter because that's private. And I sent a letter to Megan, and I wrote a letter. So I don't know if it's actually going to get there to their press people, but I did send a letter, and I'm not going to read the letter because the letter is private. The letter is private, so I'm not going to, indulge in a 20-page letter that I wrote to Prince Harry and his wife, and I'm not going to indulge and read that 20-page letter. But again, I wrote a letter and everything like that. And so, I really love the Warrior family. I was hurt, seeing this documentary. I highly recommend y'all go watch the documentary, but I was hurt because I couldn't go to the Queen funeral. I was hurt that I couldn't go. I was hurt I could not be around them while they grieve. Because the royal family is like, my family. And I really, I really look up to the royal family. I think what they done for the world, for the culture, really, really love. Like one of my favorite members of the royal family is Prince Harry and Meghan. They're my favorite because again, she have a black mother and she's biracial and she's intelligent and she's submissive and she's an amazing actress and I love that. I just love the royal family, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Well, why do you like the royal family?" I just always have. I've always wanted to be a king. I wanted to be a queen. I wanted to be, a prince. I always wanted to be part of that, culture and that institution. But said it, I wish that Prince William will get more along with his brother Prince Harry because at the end of the day, y'all are brothers. But I get it; it's an institution, and not only that, it's the longest. It's been around for thousands, literally thousands, thousands of years. So again, we want to thank them so very much. I just had to go watch that. Make sure y'all go watch that Prince Harry and Meghan documentary. Prince Harry and documentary and and I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, they had ties to the slaves and they have ties to this, and every empire had blemishes and stuff, and they paid back for what they did. They definitely paid back for what they did, and I don't like to go back in the past because slavery been over for hundreds of years. So I don't like going back to that, but I'm more so looking at what Queen Elizabeth, because under her regime, it was not under her reign, it was not slavery. So I'm just saying it. And I'm just really just getting my life, and I love the fact that we are here and we're able to talk and we're able to dive in. And so, in honor of Queen of the royal family, I love them, and I dedicate this video to them, and I will continue to dedicate this video to them and stuff like that. But we do want to thank them and support them. But okay, let me move on because I get emotional. So I'm going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and this whole thing, and I do believe they're going to probably get a not guilty on one of the charges. And I believe they're going to really look at the white guy that testified, the neighbor that's seen it all, because they wanted the transcript of that entire testimony. So I do believe that they're probably banking on a not guilty verdict. I want to say this about Megan Thee Stallion. I'm going to do a better job as a black man supporting and uplifting black women. When I saw how they were dragging her in the streets and seeing all this stuff, I said, I'm going to do a better job supporting Megan Thee Stallion and uplifting her and showing her the ultimate love. So hopefully the jury can come back with a guilty verdict and lock him up. But I speak to the shame of so many black women that are against Megan, and I speak to their shame. I hope that they get a guilty verdict. I hope justice is served. I really hope justice is served. So that was about that. So tomorrow they're going to be back deliberating, and we're going to get more about that. And then also today, I heard Nique at Nite wanted to take a picture with Armon, and Armon didn't want to take a picture. And I don't know how true this is because, I'm not in the courtroom, but he wanted to take a picture, and Armon was being nasty. And I'm like, that man got a nasty, nasty spirit. Better be glad I wasn't there because I would snatch him up. I said, because if he come at Nique, then I'm going to have to snatch him up. So I don't know if it's true or not because, it's giving cocaine. I told you these people be on coke. They be high on these heroin and coke, taking stuff up their butt. So they get really, really aggressive. So I don't know how true it is. I don't know. But if I was there, okay, I'd have snatched him up in that courtroom. that's I don't know how true it is and stuff like that. I went and snatch him up, but I'm not in the courtroom. Thank God I'm not there. And I was getting emails like, Wiley, you're so good, being at home covering this case at your house, because you know what I'm saying? Because you come at me smart, I'm gonna snatch you. The bailiff gonna have to get me off of you, okay? All right. Anyway, so I'm glad I didn't even waste my time going to LA and be disrespected, because that's one thing I'm not gonna deal with is disrespect. And so I'm gonna continue to support Megan Thee Stallion, and I'm gonna support Nique at Nite, because I think she have gave the most incredible commentary, and I would love to see Nique. I like how Wiley support Megan. Thank you so very much for that super sticker, and I think that she is definitely great. And I think that Armon is jealous of Nique because, number one, he want to be a black woman, but he can't be a black woman because he'll get dragged. He would definitely not look like Nique. And he's hanging around a lot of aggressive people like Milagro Trash and hanging around that. She even got a lawsuit, you guys. I was minding my own business, eating my breakfast. Me and Paul, we was eating my breakfast, and I wasn't even going to go live today, but I was eating my scrambled eggs and bacon and sausages and some waffles. And so I had, you made me about 4 pancakes, right, Paul? It was about 4 pancakes. It was good too, nice with the burnt edges. It was good. But you ain't put too much butter on my toast. But I was just eating my breakfast, and I was reading this article and how she's about to be sued. That Megan Thee Stallion thinking about suing Milagro Grams. Now, I've been in communication with her team, and I said, you need to sue this woman because she's a liar. She's been trash you, calling out your name, so you need to sue. So I'm glad that they named her to be sued. So I'm going to see if she's actually going to go through with it, because I've been emailing, Megan's team about her. And so I think that would be great. So I hope that she does do it. I will be going to the courthouse in Texas because she's going to have to sue her in Houston. And I will be going to Houston and going to that courtroom every single day when it came to on his what's name. So again, I'm just saying that. So I'm gonna drop the link because it wasn't really that much to talk about because we don't have a verdict. Okay. And so yeah, they definitely and stuff like that. I don't care if they made up. They, of course they're gonna make up because we live. All right. So I'm gonna put the number on here. I want to ask y'all really quickly: do y'all think it's gonna be a guilty verdict or not guilty verdict? Let me know in the chat. Is it going to be a guilty verdict or not guilty verdict? Okay, a guilty verdict or not guilty verdict. And then also they got the sex tape out. Okay, so yeah, they got the sex tape out. Not the sex tape, the pictures of the bodyguard. And I was just disappointed because his Chico stick is not that long and stuff like that. So they have released it that. And so yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be a guilty verdict or a not guilty verdict, but I do believe it's going to be guilty on one of the charges because now that I hear them keep wanting to know about the testimony and all of that, I do believe it's going to be like a not guilty verdict on one of the charges. Guilty on something. I don't think he's going to walk away scot-free. And if he does, it's not going to surprise me. On yesterday, we did a poll on yesterday. I mean, the day before yesterday, I believe. And I want to read that poll because that poll was very telling to me. In this particular poll, I asked, do you think they will come back with a not guilty or guilty verdict? And I said guilty. 21% said guilty. 45% said not guilty. 34% said mistrial. Over 1,000 people have voted, but I want to focus on that. 45% said not guilty. 45% said not guilty. So we're seeing this, and we're going to see how this is going to play out. I don't know how many charges he's going to be having. So y'all let me know how many charges. I think it's 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all let me know in the chat. I just had to come on here when it came to that. And again, I just see how that goes. And so we're going to see how this is going to play out, in the future on tomorrow. We're going to be covering this and giving y'all a review on if it's guilty or not guilty. Also, I did see Armon. He posted a picture with Nique at Nite. Trash. Posted a picture and talking about new media and all that. Child, y'all was going through, y'all was tussling to fight it, and now y'all trying to cover it up. Y'all could play that with somebody else. And this good PR move once we go live and tussle and fight, because Milagro already said they was fighting, tussling, and all type of stuff. But it is what it is. If you want to take a picture, take a picture. It is what it is. But we still gonna get our clicks and views and talk about it. Anyway. But that's just how that goes. Because I'm like, what is going on? And mind you, he didn't take a picture with King Payne, and King Payne actually had the exclusive with the juror getting in the elevator. He had that exclusive, and Armon did not mention him at all. And I'm like, what? Yeah. So, hearing all this stuff and getting all this stuff, I'm like, wow. Okay. All right. Go to take your picture. We're still going to talk about it because Milagro Graham said they was tussling in the hallway. So we don't know how true that is. But that's what they were saying. They were tussling, in the hallway. Hello, can you hear me? Hey, hold on. Let me call you on my other phone because this phone, the speaker doesn't really be working like that. So, but I know you want to call in and give your thoughts on the trial. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I think they can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I think that they're gonna find him not guilty.
Not guilty is what you're saying.
Yeah, I believe he is guilty, but I think that they didn't do a good job as far as proving there's a reasonable doubt.
Okay, so it's not guilty on your part.
The reasonable doubt there is that it could have been Kelsey, and I think they put that in there.
Okay.
Based on the testimony of the man that watched the whole thing. So I think because of that, I don't think they're going to find him guilty.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
You're welcome. Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. She said not guilty. And again, comment below in the chat, post guilty or not guilty or mistrial. I want to see where y'all headspace is at. Zayda, you live.
Hey, Wiley. This is a great show. One thing I can say is that you are super entertaining, and I love how you come on and you keep people engaged in the audience in the show. But let's get into these topics. So the first one, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Listen, I think we're all sympathetic to her story. You know, as a Black woman, as a girl who comes from LA, who's made it to the royal family and made it to get not only just get in, but get married and have kids. We all can feel some type of way. She was the first person coming into that institution in over 1,000 years being a Black woman. Now, she's not the first Black princess that we've had. There's another lady that was way before her. I think it's in Germany. She's the first Black lady princess. But as far as her story, I did watch the DocuPod series. I think it was very sad. It's very telling. But Wiley, let me ask you this question. You know, the royal family says, hey, you know, the taxpayers pay for the family's photos and, you know, privacy and things of that nature. What's the difference, right? If the taxpayers are paying your money and you are the I guess in the palace versus you selling your story to Netflix for $100 million for photos, for words, for the document. What's the difference, Wiley? Isn't that the same thing? That's the same exact thing.
They're no longer a part of the royal family, but when she was a part of that system, they were aggressive. Like they were offering people 100,000, 200,000. Like they were aggressive on the mother, and the mother is not a part of the royal family. You know what I'm saying? She's just the mother of Meghan, and they was harassing her. I mean, they dragged her, called her a gangbanger, say she was from Compton. That's, you know what I'm saying? That
I agree with you. I saw the whole thing where she did that, but you didn't answer my question. My question was, isn't that the same thing?
No, I don't think it's the same thing because they're no longer part of the royal family. So them doing a documentary talking about they're no longer part of the institution. Because if they was part of the institution, they would have never done a documentary like that because they wouldn't be able to do one. The royal family wouldn't approve it. So now they're not longer a part of the system, but they can able to tell their story, and they should be able to tell their story because Meghan still get dragged in the UK media. Prince Harry still get dragged in the UK media. Like they still get dragged in the media, well, especially mostly is on Meghan. And so I don't see it's a problem of her and him actually sitting down doing a documentary to talk about their experience, because what it does, it educates a lot of people about the institution and about the power of the media, because it's a narrative out there that Meghan was the one that got Prince Harry out of the royal family, and that's not true. It was Prince Harry that made the decision to leave.
Of course, and I agree with you, why? Because at the end of the day, he experienced what most people didn't experience. Your mother's Princess Diana is being chased down by the paparazzi, and if they get one photo of her or seeing her in a bad angle or this or that, they're gonna put it out there in the presses. This is what Princess Diana is doing. The media is the one who killed Princess Diana, and I agree with you. That's the reason why Harry wanted to get Meghan Markle out of that situation, because she already had a miscarriage, all the stress. She's a woman of a particular age, and the fact that she had 2 kids with her, she is done. She is good and golden. She got the boy, she got the girl. That is it, and that's done for Meghan Markle and Harry. But I agree with you. But my thing is, yes, they're not with the royal family, and they have to figure out how to make money in the day and age and be a modern royal, like modern people, how we make money. I get that the institution has to survive. They've been there 1,000 years. Somebody has to keep that reign going. It's like working for a company, right? You don't want the company to go bankrupt. You don't want the company to lose money. So you got to be there helping to build the company up. But at the end of the day, what she experienced, we will never know because she's been through so much. But my thing is, you're selling your whole story, your photos of Archie and everything to Netflix for $100 million. It's the same as way the taxpayers are getting the money and paying it each year to the people. Why did you see the part where they admitted that I think in 2015 they officially stopped paying the slave masters money from them being with for the whole slavery thing back then? Did you see that part?
I did see that part, and again, that is a part of that ecosystem. That is a part of the history, right? Of not only the UK but also America, right? A lot of countries had their hand in the institution of slavery. I'm seeing a lot of people were saying like, "Oh my God, the system," but you're right. they in 2015, that was like the last payment, and I was shocked and surprised. I didn't know that.
We don't got reparations.
I didn't know that, and we didn't get a dime for reparations. And they was paying the slave owner. I think the last payment was 2015. So and that's something that the government, the UK, and the royal family, they're gonna have to pay that debt, and people gonna have to organize to get that debt paid back to the descendants of slaves. I 1000% agree on that. But let's be clear, the UK is still kind of racist because the way how that media institution came at Meghan, it was very racist undertone. It was there, and they came at her hard, and they still drag her in media. They still be dragging her in media. It's so sad. So I don't see a problem with Meghan and Prince Harry said, "Hey, let's get this $100 million deal," because they've been cut off from the royal family. People need to realize that the family agreed that we're going to cut you off security, we're going to cut you off financially. So they had no other choice.
But Wiley, he has inheritance from Princess Diana.
I get that, but I think what Prince Harry, because of the lifestyle he's accustomed to, and it's very smart. It's like, listen, I want to tell the people what happened to my wife, because we never really, outside of Oprah, we need to hear like what really went down. And once we got more details about the media and the unwritten contract with the media folks, with some of the media folks in the royal family, I didn't know that, because I always wonder like why the camera's always around. So I get that now. And so learning about that system and actually learning about Prince Harry, about his work that he does for charity, and then also when Meghan went to that what was that, to that Muslim mosque, and how they tried to label them terrorists. Did you see that part when they was trying to label the women that she was helping? They labeled it all.
I did.
So it was like she went through a lot, and it was biased because they would have Kate, and they would have Meghan. She would rub the butt, her baby butt, and Kate, her headlines would be totally different than Meghan headline. They were, oh, she's aggressive. Why she? They were really, really biased and very racist when they came to Meghan's coverage, and when they came to Kate coverage. It was totally different type of coverage.
I agree with you. And one thing I'm going to say about this before I move to the next topic is I want them, now that the queen has passed away, King Charles is the king now, and he needs to give Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet titles. I don't care if they're in the UK taking pictures and walk around giving them tours and events. They still need titles in America. They're the first biracial kids that came out of institutions in over 1,000 years. They need titles so they can be protected as well.
I agree. That's not fair. I agree. I 1000% agree. But, and then also, a lot of people in the chat, they were talking about you because your name was brought up in a previous episode. They said he goes there, he talks trash about everybody. He talks trash about you, Wiley. And I don't know this to be true, but it was a particular caller that called in. He said he goes everywhere and talks trash. What is your response to that?
Wiley, I don't go nowhere and talk trash. If I've said anything to anyone, I've said it to their face. So if you're gonna pull up a receipt, you have to pull the receipt up and send it to me before I can see, because I don't think I talk trash at all.
Yeah, because one of the callers said he goes around, he talks trash, he goes here, he goes to everybody's platforms, he sing and he drags you and all that. I said I never personally seen Zaydan drag me or anything like that.
No, that's not true ever. Now, do I go dragging Jason Lee? Absolutely, of course, because I feel some type of way about the whole situation. But no, do I drag you? No, I go to many platforms that I enjoy watching and that I create content. I'm a content creator. It's the same way you're a content creator, we're creating content. And so for me, I go on my favorites. I'm not going to sit on someone's platform and don't like them and come on every single week just to talk to them because they have good content. And that's not me. But moving on to the malogrograms and academics. Listen, I've been watching their lives a little bit too, and I've been getting Milagros Graham because she is from Houston. I'm from Houston too, so I'm getting both sides. And I do think that there was a fight between Kelsey, Meghan, and Tory. Now, I don't know why they all wanted to I don't know what happened. I'm Bolivia. Something happens. I don't know. Maybe they want to have a mistrial and they don't want no one to get charges. No, I do believe, my honest opinion, that he is probably going to be acquitted from 2 charges and allegedly charged for 1 charge. So that might be okay. Because the thing is, the prosecution, I feel like from what I've been hearing, it's been very sloppy. They have been very sloppy. You got Kelsey coming on your stand. Tell us the key witness that's right there. She doesn't remember. Now they got to play an audio tape of you saying what happened, number one. Number two, we still haven't interviewed the bodyguard from Megan. He just goes up missing. That's really strange. Number three, why isn't the security that was Tory security in the car? Was he interviewed? Was he on the stand? I'm just so confused. Like, there's so many pieces that's missing out of the puzzle that I'm confused about from prosecution. And maybe they didn't have a good prosecution team. Maybe Tory has some good lawyers. Like, he might get off 2 charges, 1, maybe not. I'm guilty on all 3. I'm not 100% sure. But for what I'm seeing from the prosecution side, it has been a little bit sloppy from them to do these charges and go through all this time for your key witness to get on stand and be like, I don't remember. Now the judge is allowing rap lyrics to be into evidence because people are just, he's just so confused with his head down. And I'm confused. Why can't we have cameras in the courtroom with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez? But yeah, we got Young Thug over here going against a whole criminal RICO case, and we getting footage and images from that particular cases, and that's not even going to court yet. It's just all confusing. And my last thing I'd say, Wiley, is the whole Armon Wiggins thing. I don't know why Nique and Nite, I guess, didn't want to take a picture, or why Armon said he didn't want to take a picture with Nique and Nite. I don't know why.
But I guess because she teamed up with King Payne, and him and King Payne have been in a massive beef. He said he's not his friend anymore, blah, blah, blah. King Payne been dissing him on Instagram. So, you know, she wanted to take a group picture with the YouTubers, and Armon said, no, I don't know why would he say no. Like, take a picture. Like, this was the guy you laid your head at when you were hungry and you couldn't even go home back with your mom, with your mom, because her new man didn't like you because of your sexuality, and you had to live with King Payne. So I'm not understanding that. Why did you want to take a group picture? Like, take a group picture.
I don't understand it either. I think it's foolish. Like, I don't know that's a particular reason, but I guess he just felt like he's that, you know, person now. Like, you know, Armon Wiggins, his platform is growing. So maybe he feel like I don't gotta take a picture with you. I don't gotta do that because I'm Armon Wiggins. He's, you know, he's getting up there. Just the same way Jason Lee over there still worshiping a picture of Rihanna, hoping he'd be the first guest on her show. So, but that's all I gotta say, Wiley. Good show. Thank you for having me on your show.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you so very much. Okay. Oh, well, this phone about to get ready and die. So let me take these last 2 callers. I thought I charged this phone up. The battery is low. Okay. The battery is low here. Okay, let me call this number back. I thought it was that way. Yeah, he does. Armon does think he's better than them. Absolutely. Oh, we've been on here almost. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show. Can you hear me? Hello? Are you hung up?
Call from. Okay.
Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, this is the one, the only, the icon. Wiley, I'll be so upset when you're not live, and then I have to be in the bushes in some other people's chat. That's so boring. But anyway, I want to say I think it's going to be a non-guilty verdict. I believe the longer that they deliberate, don't they have something saying like the longer they deliberate is going to be not guilty, correct?
I believe that because that means that they're debating. So that's what I believe.
That means yeah, I think so as well. But anyway, with this Armon situation, first of all, it's okay to be cocky and confident, but too much cockiness would definitely drag people away from you. Like, he just do so much. Like, really? You don't want to take a picture with YouTubers? Like, are you kidding me? It's not like you're drenched in labels from head to toe. I mean, come on. What did you have on that was so fab that you didn't want to be in a picture with these people? First of all, him and Nique was close, correct? When the beef was beefing?
Absolutely.
Because I remember.
Absolutely.
I remember.
Absolutely.
So what's the shade now with him and Nique?
Because Nique is closer to King Payne, and Armon feels some type of way. Yeah, because he feel like if you close with somebody on my eyes, I'm not cool with you. But that's dumb. Like everybody not gonna fall out with people because you fall out with them. Like, come on.
Exactly, but official King Payne, that's his fault because you've been saying that for years.
Mm-hmm.
Why Armon have not invited you on his platform? I remember you saying that for years.
Facts. Yeah.
And he's still not giving you the backstory. He's still not putting you on.
Facts.
It's just crazy to me. But you don't have to. Also, Millie did say that she's gonna drop some stuff in the Discord. What happened in court today?
Oh, okay. I'm not on. Is you on the Discord?
So, I'm not on the Discord. I'm not paying. Absolutely.
How much you have to pay for the Discord?
I think it's like $5 if I'm not mistaken. But keep in mind when you be in the Discord, they do be doxing people. That's what people say allegedly, because that's your personal information unless you're using a gift card or whatever. But
really, I didn't know they do that in the Discord.
These people are fierce. These girls are fierce.
Wow.
But you're gonna have to call it be messy, Wiley. I love you.
Okay, love you too.
All
right, bye-bye. Wow, I didn't know they do that in the Discord. Wow. Okay. That Discord is a mess. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm gonna bring this last caller. We didn't get nobody else to hit the link. We did ask Zaydan the 12 questions. He did ask some questions. I don't believe that Zaydan is trashing me on other platforms. So I believe that was a whole lie that people said that he be trashing me on other platforms. Hello? This Wiley, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was calling in reference to the Meg and Tory situation.
Yes, sir.
So I feel like they're gonna find him not guilty.
All charges?
Yeah, I pretty much think on all charges because they don't have they can't for a fact prove he did it. Like it could be Kelsey. That's like a big question mark right there. I feel like did she do it? Did Tory do it? Nobody knows. So they can't for a fact say he did it. And they can't for a fact say, it was his gun without them actually proving that his fingerprints was actually on the gun.
A lot of people in the chat saying this is the guy that got Tory Lanez back because he's a gang member.
What?
Yeah, they're saying that you're a gang member. I don't know if you're in a gang. I don't believe that. You don't sound like a gang member.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but that's my opinion on it. I just want to call in and give it.
All right. Thank you so very much. Oh, wow. Samantha from Alabama. Why are you saying that, Samantha? Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Yes. Hello, Wiley. I'm calling to give you my opinion for tomorrow's verdict, and I would think it would be not guilty on all counts because for a simple fact that they cannot prove that he shot her, and they cannot prove that if he did fire a weapon, was it willingly or was it with intent because of the neighbors that he saw Kelsey shot first. So that would tell me that there was probably a struggle for the gun, that Tory Lanez actually saved Meg Thee Stallion life, because if we look at what the experts said, they said that person who fired that gun did it on purpose. Well, we know the first 3 shots, we're going to assume that it was Kelsey. Kelsey was trying to kill Megan Thee Stallion. So Meg Thee Stallion, when you saw Tory Lanez with the gun, if you did, that means he had the gun after Kelsey done fired the first 3 shots, so he actually saved your life. That's why he will have a $100 million lawsuit against you and $300 million lawsuit against Rock Nation, and will win. Secondly, third charge, Wiley, possession of a firearm, not guilty, because Tory Lanez DNA was not on a gun. It was not on a magazine. We know if we own a gun, that we will be, our DNA will be on the magazine because we will load that gun. The gun was olive green. I don't know, but I'm 100% sure if Tory Lanez and his bodyguard has guns, it will be black. It will be a black gun. Olive green is a weird color for a gun for a man. Those are just the facts. Another thing, the gun was unregistered and the gun was found in the front position of the car. We know that Megan Thee Stallion was there before shots rang out and they had to drag her back in the car, saving her life from Kelsey. Megan Thee Stallion, you are a disgrace to black women. You are a disgrace to women, period. And I knew it when you made a song called WAP with Cardi B. This black man tried to save your life. Your best friend was about to probably allegedly murder you because you were stomping her in the head. Now, Wiley, let's think about this, Wiley. I'm leaving the witness who saw this from his balcony, because he said that Megan Thee Stallion was kicking Kelsey in the head, right? So, and the bodyguard was trying to separate them. So, if I'm fighting somebody and they're halfway in the car and I'm not letting go and I'm probably on the ground somewhere and they're stomping me out with their size 15 feet, you know what I'm going to do, Wiley? I am going to grab a gun probably and I'm going to shoot at their foot. Megan Thee Stallion, you are a disgrace. Tory Lanez is probably the best kind of black man to have on your side, because Megan Thee Stallion, he tried to save your life. He saved your life. And we all want a man that will either struggle with somebody who's shooting at us, or tackle or jump or basically jump in front of a bullet for us. Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez was probably willing to jump in front of a bullet from you. So when you were saying protect black women, you did not lie. He was protecting black women. He was protecting you, but it was from another black. A
lot of people are saying that you're not a black woman, that you shouldn't say anything towards Megan Thee Stallion because you're not black.
Well, I am black. I am a black woman. That's why, Megan Thee Stallion, I am disappointed in you. I wanted to believe you when you got on national TV and said Tory Lanez shot me. You identify him as the shooter. But you did not tell us that you and Kelsey were fighting. And I told y'all it was the reason why she didn't tell us that her and Kelsey were fighting, because it established the defense. This is a very good lawyer. And Megan Thee Stallion probably, or the state of California, probably will be responsible for his loyalty.
So are you married?
Absolutely. And guess what? I'm pretty sure my husband will struggle. If somebody's shooting at me, that man is going to jump in front of that gun and take a bullet, or he will do exactly what Tory Lanez did, try to tackle the assailant who is trying to shoot me. All right.
Well, we thank you so very much for keeping it real. But you say not guilty on all charges. So tomorrow, if a verdict come out tomorrow, we will be live, and I want you to hit the link, and I want you to put on your good wig. Can you do that for me tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely, and I will. Yep. Yes.
All right. Thank you so very much, ma'am.
Good day.
Bye-bye. Okay, I want y'all to look good tomorrow. I want y'all to put on y'all good wigs. All right, we want to get out here in the hour mark. I'm going to charge this phone up because it got to be charged up for tomorrow, because I know tomorrow we're going to have a lot of callers, because I do believe it's going to be a verdict tomorrow. That's what I'm hunching on. It's going to be hello, you live on the Wiley Show. Can you hear me?
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Wiley, what was that lady smoking?
I don't know if she smoked. I think she's a Amish.
You said put on her good wig. First of all, she said Megan Thee Stallion was a disgrace. She's a disgrace, okay? That's messed up. I was just I wanted to come through the TV. I can't believe she said that. But see, this is the kind of doubt that's going to be in the jury. That's why I think he is definitely going to get off, because of crazy people like her. That's how some people see this. It doesn't matter what Meg Thee Stallion did before. She was still shot. I don't know why people can't see that. It's cut and dry. She was shot. Period. So for her to say Megan Thee Stallion is a disgrace, that just, as a black woman, she should be ashamed of herself. That's all I wanted to say. She just made me really mad.
All right. Thank you so very much.
And Wiley, you messy, okay? You messy.
Oh, thank you.
I love you. Keep doing
love you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. All right, we have an update. People versus Daystar Peterson at 3:50 p.m. The jury is the case of People versus Daystar Peterson asked the court for a better definition of the word willfully and on purpose. Jurors agreed to wait until tomorrow for a written response from the court. Jurors left at 4 p.m. and will resume deliberations at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So that is what they're saying. They want to get the definition of willfully. They want to get the definition of on purpose. All right. They want to get the written response from the court on tomorrow. They'll resume deliberations at 9 a.m. This juror, once they keep asking questions, this could go either way. When it comes to that, thank y'all so very much. I'm going to drop the link, and then I'm going to drop the link. We want to get out here in the hour mark. I don't want to hold y'all because I want to be rested up for tomorrow for that. Got on my scrubs. I have to do a little something today. All right. Rocking my scrubs. I paid for the scrubs, so I'm going to rock the scrub. I paid $56 for the scrub. I wear the scrub to the store, to the club. I wear the scrubs, okay? Anyway, I'm going to wear my scrub. I paid for it. I got on my scrub pants, and I got on my scrub shirt. Sure, I paid for it, so I'm going to wear it. Make sure y'all buckle up and get warm. I ordered some groceries, and I'm ordering some more groceries tomorrow. Thank y'all so very much. Yeah, and I had a good time with my friend yesterday. We was kind of role playing yesterday. I was playing the nurse, he was playing the patient, and we was role playing yesterday. Let's see how it goes tonight. I'm kind of blushing right now. We were role playing last night. So thank y'all so very much. This is definitely great. So again, we gotta role play tonight and see how it goes and stuff like that. We gotta role play. You know what I'm saying? See how it does tonight. So thank y'all so very much. This was good. This was great. And so tomorrow I got to talk to this female, and then we're gonna role play. So I'm just trying to see who is gonna settle down with this woman or this man. I got to see who does it better. Like the man, he stood up today when I walk in the room, and the female, she got a little problem. She don't want to stand up when I walk in the room and stuff like that. So she's a little ghetto and ratchet. So we're gonna have to try to work on that. So I supposed to link up with her tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. And it's another dude I'm kind of dating, and he got a nice car in a nice place. Let me actually call him on Snapchat because he got a nice place and car. So I didn't know he had that nice truck, and I think he got his own house, if I'm not mistaken. So if he got his own house, then I'm gonna hit him up. Let me see if I can call him. Let me see, because he got his own place. I didn't know he had his own place and car. Ooh. So let me see, because he got his own place and he got his own car. Let me see. Let me ask him, did he want to go out to the movies? Okay. All right. Let me see if he want to go out to the movies. Hey.
Wiley.
Yeah.
Don't get cute because you got a man and a woman now. Don't get cute and start trying to carry us now.
Get cute? Oh no.
Because we see you blushing and all that. It's okay, but don't be trying to carry us because we've been with you since you've been single. Okay?
Yes. Welcome.
Try to carry us and put us off. Whoever it is, we have to approve. The producers have to approve.
Yes.
We got to first.
Yes.
If we don't like them, okay, it's a no-go. Because we will peep the fake, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so, yeah. Don't try to carry us.
I won't.
Wait a minute. What you mean? You got a woman now?
I can't really get into details about that, but thank you so much for calling us. Do you think it's going to be a guilty verdict or not guilty?
Hell no.
Do you think it's going to be a guilty verdict or a not guilty verdict?
Guilty. Okay? Guilty.
All right. Thank you so much.
And can you look at that picture I sent you?
Okay, I will.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, it's quite good doing a show because when you do a show, you get the date and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, okay, yeah, yes. Okay, you got a nice place. All right. So thank y'all so very much. And we will see y'all in the next episode. We've been on here for an hour. Can y'all subscribe? Thumbs up the show. We took a break yesterday. I was supposed to take 2 days off. I was going to take yesterday. I took off, and I was going to take today off. But I was in the room, and I said I'm going to come on the show to talk to y'all. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. Oh, we got another caller. Okay, the phone lines are still heating up. Wait a minute. The phone lines are still heating up. Hello? Hello?
What's up, Wiley?
Yes, welcome.
You need to call yourself Wild ASS Wiley.
Okay.
Wild. What you got going on?
I'm doing a show. Is it guilty?
I know you're doing a show. I wanted to ask you a question though. Do you consider yourself to have like a husband and a wife? That's what you want?
I see myself living.
You dating two people at the same time? Do they know each other? Or
Absolutely, they don't know each other. No, they don't know each other.
Well, yeah. I just wanted your input because I kind of want a husband and a wife.
You want a husband and a wife?
Yeah, or two husbands.
Oh, two husbands. Okay. You think you can handle that?
I think because you always say the submissive, and I've been working on that. Swear to God, I have.
Okay.
Up and everything, and kind of bow down. I've been working on it, but I'm like really the strong one.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But what about if the female need a submissive man?
No, that don't work.
Why?
No, you don't want a man that's submissive. You want a man that's masculine and that have order and a good, strong standard. Will you submit to him?
I mean, I know men like that. They're masculine. They do
yes,
work
ma'am.
and all that. But when I ask a request for something, they do my needs.
Okay.
Immediately.
Okay. So
what's the problem with that?
Well, again, you are a masculine woman. I want you to. I'm more. This message for women that are submissive and feminine women.
But what would be the difference if I just play that role? Because you're a man?
Well, again, I'm a man. I think a man, it's a woman's responsibility to be submissive to a man. And when a man walk in a room, you're supposed to stand.
Understandable. I'll do that. I'll open doors, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I believe that I should keep my ways too, and they should do the same for me.
Oh, okay. Well, we just have to disagree with that. Where you calling from?
You already know, Chi-Town.
From Chicago?
Yeah, suburbs.
Are you drinking?
No, I just got off work. I'm an electrician apprentice.
Oh, so I know it's a lot of snow. Did you got enough groceries?
Oh my God. I got that 2 days ago. Right now, it is ugly out here.
Okay.
Ugly.
Okay. And you by yourself? Are you by yourself?
No, I'm in a construction site on break, but I just got off really, but I'm waiting for everybody else to do their little thing, and we going home.
So do you have somebody to cuddle with, or it's just you and a pillow?
My blankets.
Oh, your blankets. I'm so sorry to hear that.
My blankets stay hard, twisted up, and you do wonders.
How tall are you and how much you weigh?
5'5", 152.
Without makeup, what do you rate yourself? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the best.
I barely wear makeup, so kind of like an 8.
Oh, kind of like an 8?
Without it.
And you're 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you have any kids?
Yep.
How many?
3.
And you're not with the baby daddy?
No. I don't like his young.
You don't like him?
No, I had to leave domestic violence.
Oh, he was beating you up?
I was beating him.
You were beating him up?
Yeah, well, don't be throwing good glasses. Yeah.
You were beating him up? I'm trying to get understanding. You were beating.
I got domestics, yes.
So you were beating up the man?
Well, I didn't. It didn't go through because he didn't show up. He knew better.
And he wanted to get domestic violence, and you were beating him up, and you wonder why you're single?
I was charged with it, but it was dismissed.
And that's why you're single, because you like to beat up men.
No, I don't. They do the most, and when you keep poking the bear, you get what you want.
So you ghetto and ratchet.
But I started young, you know what I'm saying? 7th grade, puppy love, up into about 25.
So did your mom beat up your dad, or?
No, but my mama didn't stand for no slapping or no throwing her things, her good china around.
Okay.
She put her granny. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay, so why didn't you become a wrestler or a boxer since you like to beat up men?
I do boxing. I did boxing back in my day. And weightlifting. And I don't like to do beat up men. I like to defend myself. It's a difference.
But you had a domestic violence charge against you with your first husband, with your baby daddy.
I defended myself. He got beat up. He shouldn't have been throwing my good shit around that I worked hard for.
But he was just throwing your stuff around. He wasn't throwing you around, correct?
Oh, he tried. But, he got ping-ponged around, bounced up those walls.
Wow.
Because I'm not going to stand for, you're not going to touch me. You're not going to, I'm not nobody punching back either way. So why you think it's any different? Because I defended myself and he got busted lip or whatever, and he had to go to the hospital in an ambulance or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That ain't my fault. You started it. I finished it.
Well, thank you, and hopefully you have a good cuddling with you and your fingers and knuckles.
Yeah, say happy birthday to me. My birthday on Saturday.
Happy birthday to you. I don't want you to beat up nobody now.
No, those days over. That's why I don't go for people like that. That's why I was saying to you, like, am I wrong? Like, should I kind of be more submissive and
absolutely
to listen? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But it's really hard.
Okay.
Especially when you're right.
I feel you. Well, thank you so very much for calling in, sister. Hello? I think she hung up. Hello? You live on the Wiley Show.
Okay, Wiley. Are you there?
I'm here.
Now, so I was listening to the show, and then everything was going good until you got to the part where you said that you would beat up Armon. Now, Wiley.
I didn't say beat up. I said if you disrespect me, I have to rough you up.
We're not taking a picture? So
absolutely.
Take a picture, that's disrespectful?
That's ultimate disrespect. That's an act of war.
So wait a minute. So because he said, I don't want to take a picture with you, you would beat him up. Now,
I will rough him up, not beat him up. That's your word. You rough him up.
You know the courthouse where they have this trial that's in LA, right? And Armon lives in downtown. And Armon got a bunch of friends that live in downtown too. That's a scooter ride away. so you know you would have got pummeled. You would have been able to come
Absolutely not. We show definitely. And I got people in LA too.
No, you don't got that many people.
I got a lot of people in LA.
You would have had to have an escort coming out of the courthouse. Like,
I would not have to have an escort coming out of the courthouse.
And then let me just say this. Armon wants to be as much of a black woman as much as you want to be light-skinned. Because we know you have an infatuation with Jason Lee.
I don't have an infatuation with Jason Lee. Is this the person? Is this the person that was talking to Jason and Jason didn't pay you no mind?
No, he did pay me some mind, but he was very rude. But
so why you keep calling in? Because you were the person that said Jason didn't pay you no mind.
Like how you are infatuated with Jason Lee.
So why you keep, sir? Why are you so?
Would you rather be light-skinned so you can deal with Jason
No,
Lee?
I don't want to be light skinned. I don't want to be with Jason Lee. You said that Jason Lee didn't pay you no mind.
I think so. Okay. I just want to let you know.
So did you try to sleep with Jason Lee?
Well, we know you never will come to LA because for one, you're too cheap. Okay?
I went to Vegas. I would come to LA. Would you send me a DM? I come and like to link up with you, so we can link up. Because you say you a tall guy, right?
You're not my type.
I didn't say nothing about dating you. I'm just saying meeting you for coffee or something like that. But you did. But you said that Jason Lee was mean, but you're being mean, so you're no different than Jason.
Because you're threatening Armon. That's why.
I didn't threaten Armon. I said this. I said if he didn't want to take a picture, I have to rough him up. So it ain't about being me. But again, you didn't date Jason because Jason said no. So okay, well that's your opinion. But let's talk about you and Jason. Let's talk about you and Jason Lee. So you wanted to.
Jason Lee was rude to me. That's a fact. Armon would have kicked your butt. That's a fact.
So Jason, so you wanted to sleep with Jason and Jason. What is your problem with you and Jason?
Absolutely not. Ugh.
So why you keep bringing up Jason?
That's because you haven't been to Los Angeles. Did you get to meet Monique in person?
I'm just asking you about Jason because you keep bringing him up like you wanted to date him.
No, that's you that wants to date him. You want to be light-skinned so you can date Jason Lee and he can teach you how to finesse the industry. Anyway, I got to go, Wiley. I'm going to continue to listen.
Okay.
Don't get on here and beat people up knowing you.
I said I was going to rough him up. It's a difference. All right. That was Jason Lee's I guess friend, ex-boyfriend or something. Oh no. Memphis rapper Big Scare reportedly passed away at 22 years old. Oh no. Oh no, he was one of my favorite rappers. Big Scar. He passed away at 22 years old. He was signed to Gucci, man. Yeah, he just got signed. Recently announced his first major tour with Keith Glock. Neighbors, let's keep his family and friends and fans in our prayers. Wow. That was one of my favorite rappers. It's one of my favorite rappers. Wow. I will never forget he wrote a record called MJ, and that song was definitely dope. And I also like the other song he had, I Would Keep Going. That was like one of my songs. And one of my other favorite songs from him was Fantasy. So I'm definitely gonna miss him. Tissue, please. So yeah, I remember one of the lyrics, it go like, woo woo, let's go. Let's go. And one of my favorite verses of that song was, pockets on fat like that got TEC. Keep the beef street. You can handle it, man. Bitch bad and bougie. She glamorous. Buy her all Gucci, Chanel when she's pampering. You write this shit wasn't my fantasy. Now I just cut off the bread. I damaged it. If I drop a bag, I need bandages. In love with the money, count it romantically. Wow, I just remember that on the top of my head because I remember like blasting his music. I was just blasting his music like a couple of weeks ago. Definitely, so that's my wow, I didn't want to close the show out like that. That was definitely a show. And I got it on top of my head. Like, wow. Like Fantasy. That was like one of my favorite records of him, man. May he rest in peace and to his family. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in to the Wiley Show. This was a great show. We make sure y'all pray for the Big Scar family. He had passed on, so pray for his family. Thank y'all so very much for y'all tuning in to the Wiley Show, for giving y'all support. I want to give a special shout out to moderators for coming through. We'll be back live, resuming our lives back tomorrow, and hopefully we get a verdict. I'm trying to cover the Young Thug, but I'm hearing that he might go to prison for life. I'm hearing rumors. So again, I know his brother got out of prison, and so I'm definitely doing that. Hold on 1 second. And this phone about to get ready and die, so hold on. Hello? All right. That was I think the phone about to die. Thank y'all so very much. I'm cold. It is freezing. I'm about to go make me a couple of steaks and eat me some food. Thank y'all so very much. Like, I was getting texts like, where you at, Wally? I needed to take a break because I was live nonstop. I needed a break. I needed that 24 hours just to refresh. And I was watching the Meg and Prince Harry, that documentary. I was watching Baby Boy. I was watching Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I was just literally just watching movies and stuff, just catching up on movies and stuff. And I needed a break, you guys. I was going to take 2 days off, but I got by the computer and I said, hey, let me go ahead on and let me do a show. Man, the temperature just dropped. I had the heat on, the temperature dropped. So yeah, I'm about to eat me 2 steaks. About to air fry me some steaks. And I was really watching Baby Boy, and I was like, I love toxic relationships. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be in a toxic relationship, but it's just something about a toxic relationship. And I did see Prada statement from Megan. I did see that. He should have came out earlier. But I was out, and I was watching Baby Boy, and I like toxic relationship. It's just something about, toxic relationship I like and I'm in love with. I don't know if I'm going to be in a toxic relationship, but I like toxic relationship. All right. Yeah. So I needed a break, you guys. I needed a break. I'm about to sit and chill, watch me some more movies. If you all want to see the inspection, it's on YouTube. You can pay $19.99 to watch the inspection. make sure y'all let them know that Wiley sent you. And when y'all go in the comments, say, hey, Wiley recommend this movie, because that's how we get sponsors and everything like that. Thank y'all so very much. Also, follow me on Twitter at Wiley Show, Instagram at Wiley Show, TikTok at Wiley Show. I'm going to do another TikTok tomorrow. I just wanted to rest today, and I came live because I was right by my computer, and I said, hey, let me go on the live right quick because I'm literally at the computer, and I said, let me go on the live and talk to the producers and see what the producers had to say on the live. But I do want to personally thank y'all for that. We got 29,000 subscribers. We are less than 1,000. We need about less than 800 subscribers to get 30,000. So I'm trying to get to that goal, and we definitely want to get to that goal by the first quarter of the year. So by the first quarter, we definitely want to get there. So we're gonna keep doing videos, man. We're gonna keep pushing out the content and everything like that. So again, we definitely do that. And so shout out to the moderators and so the love. We on the roll of 30,000 subscribers. So we definitely here. And so again, if somebody go live and they talk about something, I will go live and I talk about it. So I'm definitely getting my rest. I do want to give a special shout out to y'all. Thank y'all to the producers for y'all support, for coming through. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Fortunately, my man worship the ground. Oh, okay. All right. Thank y'all so very much. I know y'all missed the show, so this will give y'all enough time to go watch the replay. It wasn't that long. We made sure not to make the show long. If you got any tea, if you're a baby mom, you got baby daddy drama, you're trying to expose somebody on a DL, you can text us at 972-674-9462. Also, if you want to be added to the text list, text Wiley in the text box and 888-534-4939. We have a Cash App. Thank you to the people that donated yesterday and some donated today. Our Cash App is $ Marquise Wiley 28. All right. And for the people that's coming to Vegas, we have an announcement we're gonna make after the trial about the date for Vegas and how y'all can be prepared for that trip. But I do know it's going to be in October of next year for Vegas. So if y'all want to link up with me and meet up with us in Vegas, we definitely there. And then we will be doing an international trip for 2024, but we just want to get to know y'all in the States first before we make our first international trip. So we're going to do Vegas again in 2024. We're going to plan our first international trip. So thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. God bless you. Thank you. This was a good show. And I know y'all going to drag me in the comments because I was crying for the Queen Elizabeth. So I'm not going to stop crying. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Paul, for helping us out. Paul. Yeah. Good night. Thank you, sir, for your work and everything. Paul is good. He got a nice car and got a nice coat, and Paul is good. He's really, 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 really good and stuff like that. So I'm sorry working on your passports, because we definitely will be planning that. They didn't decide yet if you want to know to have it. Okay. Yeah, so we definitely don't know about that. We will have that as well. But thank y'all so very much. And Paul. Thank you. Well, I need you here about 5 o'clock. I need you here about 5 a.m. because I need my breakfast done about 6. I need a hot breakfast. And I like coffee. I want my coffee really, really good. And yes, most definitely. So I need you here for the because I want my breakfast done about 6. So thank you so very much. And I'll see you on tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day, so don't plan anything tomorrow because it's the trial days. I might need you for a lot of time and stuff like that. And so and I need you for Christmas and Christmas Eve. Definitely need you for Christmas. You're just going to be here for about 9 to 10 hours. It's going to be a short day, about 9 to 10 hours. So a little short day for Christmas and Christmas Eve because I need you because we definitely gonna do this about 9 to 10 hours. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so very much for the support. Thank y'all so very much for coming in the show and supporting our show. So Merry Christmas. I would be in Chicago, but the weather. So I'm gonna be here in Texas, and I want to see y'all. So I'm gonna do a Christmas special. let me charge on my phones and stuff like that. Yeah, let me make sure I charge on my portable chargers. Give me a second. Because it's cold. Let me make sure I charge on my portable chargers. Give me a second. Let me charge on my portable. Okay. Charging my portable. Good night, Paul. All right. Yeah. Thank y'all so very much. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Members, once the trial is over, we're going to do a members only live. Thank y'all so very much for that way. All right. Thank y'all. Okay. All right. Let me do that. Bye, y'all. So we are done with that. Let me call him because he ain't answering my phone call. That's what I understand. When I call, you should answer. Let me see. Let me call him.
This is Jeremy.
Hey, what you doing?
Hey, I'm at Costco. How are you?
Oh, you grocery shopping.
I was trying to do some last minute Christmas gifts because I procrastinated.
Oh, so you buy me a Christmas gift too?
Potentially.
Huh?
Potentially.
Oh, potentially. Oh.
It could be a secret.
Oh, okay.
And then I see surprises alike.
Okay, I thought you were gonna ask me out on a date to the movies or something, but I guess you booked it busy, so.
No, that can happen, but that's just not sold in Costco.
Oh, okay. Well, you have a good. Be careful out there because it's the weather, so be careful out there.
I'll text you as soon as I get home.
Okay. Okay. All right. Bye. He got money, so he got coin. So I'm definitely dating that. Okay, if I ever date, I mean they gotta have coin. They gotta have coin. They definitely gotta have coin. Okay. I'm still live. I didn't know I was still live. Oh no, I'm still live. I didn't know. I'm still live. I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm still live. Oh no.
Tomorrow I'm interviewing my friend. We were like doing radio together and everything like that. He's a rapper, but he's also promoting artists in New York and Brooklyn, etc. So I'll be interviewing him about the case tomorrow on my platform. But I want to interview you next week, Wiley, because you be having me rolling. All right. But either way, I wanted to talk to you too about this Bishop Lamo.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Oh man, I gotta go, y'all. Why are you calling him? You telling women to why are you calling him? You telling women to be patient. Oh man. Yeah. Thank y'all so very much. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.